Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Six Sided Legacies Legacy of the Lost, Episode 8. Now, we should probably introduce our adventures first, so let's start with you, Kasira.
Hi, my name's Kat, and I'll be playing Kasira, the Tiefling Fighter.
Next up, Alpheus.
Howdy, I'm Alpheus. I'll be playing the Dwarven Artificer.
Next up, Endre.
Hello, I am Andrima NPC, and I'll be playing Andre, the Tiefling Sorcerer.
Aquin.
Hi, I'm Gil, and I'm playing Aquin, the Dragonborn Druid.
And finally, Rook.
Howdy, I'm Lucas. I'll be playing Rook, the Leonin Paladin.
Okay. Last time, the world has broken. The crystal which stood as the one barrier has broken. And now all of the hells of the heavens, all of the insanity of the Shadowfell and Feywilds, all of the elemental planes have rejoined back into one giant puzzle. And beings can now come into this world. Beings far more powerful than any of you could imagine. But you guys aren't aware of that just yet. You guys stand inside of a crater, looking down at a dead man. A man named, who you guys know as Angel. Sitting there, or not even sitting there, laying there, with broken bones, blue in the face. Out from almost nowhere, you guys feel the atmosphere becoming tense. And cold emerges from nowhere. From there, we're going to pick up. What do you guys do?
Alpheus will look around and see all the devastation that has been just everything happening right now. I'm sure the underside is filled with shouts, screams, and various sort of things.
There's lots of things going on. Shouts, screams, weird cries that you've never heard of before. Hell, off in the distance you see creatures you can barely even fathom running by. Creatures both visible and not visible. Creatures flying. Spires of different forms of magical energies, creating different things. Ice, fire, lightning, and many, many more. That's what you see around you.
In terms of, so we talked about this, I think, last time too, but Alpheus just wants to look around the crystal. Does he see just like remnants, not even like machines, hammers, tools, anything left of his father's? Books, scraps, pieces of paper? Or is it just all completely gone?
As far as you're aware, it's all gone.
All right. I think it's only fair. My friend, all right. I'm going to look towards the group and say, everything is in shambles right now. I'm sure I don't need to tell you in order for you to be able to see it. But I assume you all felt what I felt, if not that engraving in our soul. The word hero, I believe. Am I the only one, or did you all feel it too?
It's interesting. It's like it was inserted from nowhere.
I will say I'm not entirely taken aback by it. I've felt this before, but this is new. Right now, this place is in shambles, and I'm not sure what this hero title means, but these people have no one. These topside, they have, I'm sure, the guards, the royal guards, the gold knights, the silver knights. I'm sure everything is being helped, but these people down here have no one. Is this name something that was just given to us out of pure luck, or should we use it for something?
I'm not sure if this imprint on our souls was a mistake or not, considering the chaos around us. It could be purely coincidental, a mistake, or on purpose. I don't know who did it, or what did it, but I'm sure we'll find out eventually.
Well, to be honest, I don't really think it matters whether or not it was a coincidence or not. The reality of the situation is that we've effectively just been given a job, and I don't really think we have a right to say no.
Agreed. Right now, we're one of the few people that can probably help this place out. And I know we're going to need more, and I have a terrible idea, but if we can accomplish it, we might be able to bring more people in to try to help us.
But how are we going to manage to do that?
As I said, an eye for an eye, a house for a house, a guild for a secret lab. Angel is gone. His host is dead. His guild, as far as I can assume, no one's there to lead it now. If we're able to at least, I don't know, maybe take it over, we could help these people. I'm pretty sure everybody in that guild might be in the same position as us. All have struck in deals with him that I'm sure they couldn't refuse. Maybe there are people willing to help out. The only people we have are ourselves, and I hope that's enough. But if we show that he is dead, we might be able to get some people to help with all this chaos. What do you guys think?
What reason does anybody have to follow us?
Well, I mean, this world is in a state of disarray. Everything is in chaos right now. If we somehow restore some kind of order, help people with their trauma they had with Angel, then surely they'd want to repay the favor.
And if these people are loyal to Angel, what then?
Then I feel that's a path we'll have to cross when we come to it. But just as much as we hate him, I'm sure there are plenty others that hate him more than us.
I agree with that, but I think saying that's a path that we'll have to cross when we come to it is a good way to walk straight into a death pit. I mean, what are you expecting to do? Saunter into the guild and just say, "Hey, we killed Angel. All right, guys, fall in line. We're figuring everything out." And it should just work out hunky dory.
Not entirely. But right now, that's the best idea I can think of. We need people to join us to help at least control this chaos. And what better than a guild that have just recently lost their leader? If we don't, regardless, somebody else, maybe a different rival guild, or somebody else will take it over. Why not us and actually use it for some good rather than just more evil?
I don't see a lot of good down here. You think you can...
I'm not sure if we can, but given this title we've been given, this job, as Rook said, it's or at least we should give it a try.
Let's say, miraculously, we take over this guild. What do we do then? How do we manage it? Are we good guys? Are we in between? Are we bad? Because everything down here is foul-mouthed and rotten. I don't wish to associate myself with anyone of shady business or anything of that matter. I do not want to stay down here, with all due respect. I don't want to control a guild that handles really, foul acts. Do we just leave someone else in charge and expect to trust them down here? Trust that they'll act accordingly to what we wanted, what we instated?
If need be, we can disband it, but the next day I'm sure another guild will just take over, like we said. I'm not sure how much we can do, but maybe at the very least we can find some people willing to do the right thing, just like we are.
Do you have any idea of any person who has good in their heart? Kyra will then look to Andre.
Andre currently is just holding her necklace close to her heart. As she's just kind of taking everything and listening to everyone. She's not really there necessarily, as she's feeling just a pit of sorrow. There was only one person that I knew of that had good in their heart, and they're now gone. And my name down here means nothing. If anything, it's just more of a mistrust. I doubt that anyone down here would listen to me or listen to a word I say.
If we're able to help these people, maybe we can change that perception of you. Get you a better reputation than the one you have now.
I don't know. The only thing I want to do at this point is just kill that fucker. As she's thinking back to seeing everything that had happened to her in the past. And Tyron killing Lothar really messed with her deeply.
Now that you bring it up, Alpheus, Andre, you need to find this person that took away Lothar. That guild has a lot of people in it. We can make connections. We can find out where that person is. They might know something. Maybe people in there are former crows. And maybe if you take control with Alpheus alongside us, it'd give you a new title. With you guiding this guild. A shot of redemption.
She's gonna think for a moment, but she's very much hesitant. There's a lot of hesitation in her eyes as she doesn't even know if she wants to stay down here. She has really nothing else, or no other reason other than killing Tyron, but she's wondering if it's worth it.
Here's the thing, Alpheus. Do we approach this violently, and we just throw Angel's body into the guild and say we killed him? Because violence is a language everyone understands down here. However, if we approach this more as if someone else killed them and we wish to just have a new perspective and change on things down here, as a safe haven for those who are suffering and struggling with things going around upstairs, and they have nowhere else to turn to, that might make them soften up other than the regular approach of violence.
I think if anything, we need to do a little bit of both. like you said, these people will only understand violence. Whether it be showing just the body, I think that'll be enough. But we need to also speak to them as people who are going through this and people who need help. I believe there is good in these people, not just bad, as we've seen with plenty of people. Sure, they might not all be great, but they all have people they care for, all people they want to protect, whether it be family, loved ones, anything like that. So I do believe that there is some good that can be in their hearts.
So you want to approach this kind of family-oriented?
Down the middle. I'm not sure how exactly, but like
Angel
I said,
knew a lot about your father. Does everyone down here know about your father?
as far as I know, maybe they don't. But now I know that this crystal is down, and there's what's the visibility like down here, DM,
It's pretty
compared
good.
to originally?
Well, actually, it has lessened quite a bit because there is a decent amount less light going on. But due to the fact that all of you guys have dark vision, you're all able to see relatively well, as there is enough light to see. Does that
If
answer your question?
yes. Now I know my father built this crystal to give light to this Undercity. I'm not sure if I can do the same, but I very likely could. With maybe taking over this guild, we could be able to get the resources to also help these people bring light back to the Undercity, and maybe even help. Like I said, it could help boost the reputation a little bit of Endre here, if she's known as somebody who helped with the restoration of this town, which is currently in chaos.
If you go about this approach, it might work, considering that you would give them light. Produce just a new beginning for them. You should announce yourself as such as his son, so it gives you that advantage.
What do you all
And-
think? I look over, but continue, sorry.
And I'm not sure if you should say you promise you will restore the light, because worst comes to worst, it fails, they'll all want your head. You should say you will do everything in your power to restore this light. And with this light, you bring forth new leadership. A good one. One that doesn't have sneaky deals or debts or anything of that matter.
I look over to the rest of the party and say, what do you guys think?
How? I mean, I don't want to abandon the city at all. I want to help restore things back to the way they were. But it just seems... I mean, how are we going to afford this?
We'll have to take this one step at a time. But I feel we can do it. I know we can do it.
To be honest, I kind of agree with Kasira's original point of just, I don't want to stay in this city for a long period of time. You know, this was always meant to be a pit stop for me because I was finding somebody. And now I found that somebody and he's run away, and it's not like I've even had a great experience while I've been in this city that would make me want to stay even if he hadn't run. And so that's kind of just the thing, is that if you have some sort of a plan where you can set up and effective leadership to be actually potentially long lasting, then I'll help you with it, sure.
I understand that you guys don't like it here. Some of you have past bad memories here. But this is also my home. I live here. My family lives here. I intend to live here for as long as I can. And I don't want this whole city to turn bad. If you help me with this, I promise you don't have to come back here if you don't wish to. But I do want to save this city that I've been raised in. I owe it that much.
You have no intention of staying down here, though, right? Or after this whole leadership, this order is gone through, do you wish to stay down here?
Not permanently. I wish to find, like you said, a good replacement, somebody who will actually take care. But then once we've established all this, I would like to go and help you all with your things as you've helped me with mine. Whatever that may be.
Kasira will survey her surroundings and wince at all the screaming and the sudden just like structures being contorted into this odd shape and people running wild and just chaos all around, and she'll take a deep breath. People might recognize our faces if we do this, Alpheus.
I'm pretty sure we're recognized as is already. I mean, we've drawn so much attention and done so much down here. I'm sure majority of the people already know who we are.
All right. I'll help you. For peace.
If we're doing this, I don't think any of us nor the rest of the city have time to be dilly-dallying, making sure that every last detail makes sense. If you have a plan that you think's going to work, Alpheus, then I think we should just jump on it now and get it done.
I'll look over to Andre and Malcolm.
Andre still, she has this shrug. She doesn't really know. I don't plan on staying here much longer. As long as we've, killed Tyron, I don't plan on staying here afterwards. I just need to keep moving.
I guess we're heroes now, and we've got to make things right?
Yeah. So, Alpheus, what do we do? Do we say we killed Angel, or an entity killed him and we wish to make things right?
We'll say Angel is gone. Plain and simple. That won't exactly say we killed him, but I'm sure in the minds of the people, they'll take it as whatever way they decide to.
What do we do with the body? Do you wish to do away with it? Do we present it? Do we drag it by, his hair?
I believe we need to present it. As far, I'm sure people won't believe if we just say we've killed Angel. People are going to need proof, or going to want proof. So,
Okay.
If you could, let's bring the body. I'll start heading
How
over
would
to the-
you like to present it? Because that means everything. We can toss the body. We can cut it limb from limb. I can carry it just as I would carry another wounded soldier. Or we
The
can
body-
simply just drop it.
The body is damaged as is. I mean, look at it. It's already terrible looking. If we just drop it right in front of them, I'm sure that'll send a message loud enough. Don't do anything too drastic. I think dropping it's the best idea.
Okay.
I'm going to interrupt really quick. Rook, in your
Yes.
mind, you hear a familiar voice say one word. Run.
All right, guys, we gotta go. And he just starts sprinting.
Every single one of your guys' breaths, you can see them in front of your very faces. And frost starts spreading close to your feet. Walking
Is it coming
around
from Casey's body? Oh, sorry.
No. Walking around one of the shattered pillars of stone that remained from the crystal crashing down. A woman, about 6 feet tall, beautiful, with flowing, messy white hair, a whitish blue gown across her body, her skin pale as snow. The only difference from a normal person is her eyes. Visible from any distance are those of slits. And she slowly, one step at a time, is walking towards the center of the crystal.
I'm gonna signal towards the group. Take the body and run. Take the body and run.
Run where?
To the guild. To the guild. I don't trust this. And if Rook's running, we should run too.
I think
Hendrik,
as Rook was running away, he probably would have not picked up like Alpheus or Cassira, but just grabbed either Aquin or Andre, whoever was closest to him, and just started running with them to make sure that they were also going away from that direction.
Yes, Andrew?
I was just gonna. Well, I first want to know who he picked before I make a comment.
Aquin would very much stand there in shock, so the only way she would run is if someone
Yeah.
grabbed her.
We got it. We got Aquin. We got Aquin.
The go packaging.
What is the woman like going to? Can she make it like? Can she see the direction and what's at the center?
She is just walking towards the center of the crystal. Where the old dodecahedron used to be.
Okay. I think after hearing everybody else grumbling and hearing Alpheus just says run and grab the running and run, he will quickly follow suit. But just like keeping an eye backwards, seeing what she's doing. The lady's doing.
Alpheus would probably do the same. Confused as to what that lady is.
Immense
Sorry.
cold radiates off of her. You would think that upon touching her, there is a non-zero chance that you would just freeze. Just like that. She walks to the center and lifts her hand, palm up, fingers spread. And slowly she clenches it into a fist, and when she releases it, a flower, like the top area of a flower, almost like a rose, appears in her hand, made of white and ice. And as she slowly tilts her hand over, this flower slowly moves downwards, hovering right above the ground, before ice starts to form, freezing the very air itself. Starting from the top, right next to where the bottom part of the flower is, and slowly reaching down into the ground and spreading its roots there, stealing all heat. Then, as simple as that, the woman turns around, takes one step, and then poofs into almost as if someone threw white glitter into the air where she once stood. And as the white glitter slowly floats down and melts, she is no longer there.
Is the flower still there? No.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think Kasara would have been the last to run. She would have been scrambling to try to get Angel's body over her shoulder and holding him by one leg and placing another hand on his lower bag and just charging forward. And as soon as she feels like, I guess, the presence of the cold disappearing, she'll kind of slow down and look over her shoulder to see what's happening.
The flower is still there, glistening.
Who the hell was that?
I have no idea, but I feel if we stayed there any longer, we would not have been able to make it out.
But it was so... They were so gentle.
Rook will set Aquan down and just kind of look a little bit, look kind of apologetically towards them. He's like, yeah, sorry for just grabbing you like that. I just didn't really feel like I should leave you standing there.
But that person... Surely... I mean, we don't know what that was.
DM, is it possible? Are we far enough to the point where I can use detect magic just to see?
Sure.
Like what exactly? Just a quick detect magic.
Mhm.
That's my last spell slot.
Okay. Hold on, give me 1 second. So there is, if I'm not mistaken, one thing you forgot last time.
What did I forget? Oh no! No, I just realized. Oh no! Oh, I'm playing with fire here, and I didn't even remember.
Wait, did that chaos happening, the whole chaos thing, the spells, did it make your spells all wonky like Rook's, or?
Hold on.
Is this from?
He cast.
Is this from?
We are pausing
sorry.
at the moment he casts a spell.
Oh no.
I completely forgot about that. It's still happening. It's not even over. I thought it was
No.
over.
No.
Okay, well, I screwed up.
By the way, I am not near Alpheus. Just
Well, I mean, I'm looking towards the flower right now, so hopefully it goes towards that.
Okay, so
oh
I
no.
think Rook might be the only one who intimately familiar with this spell. Are you aware of what plane shift does, Rook?
What? What would Rook know what plane
No,
shift
I'm not
does?
talking Rook. I'm talking about you, Lucas.
Oh, I know exactly what plane shift does. Yes.
Rook wouldn't. No one would.
Oh no.
How badly did I fuck up?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
I think I know what this is.
no!
Okay, I'm gonna
Oh,
be reading this
no.
spell. You and up to 8 willing creatures, that part does not matter for the purposes of this wild magic, who Link hands in a circle or transport to a different plane. Also does not matter. The effects of plane shift will still happen. You can specify a target destination in general terms, such as City of Brass in the elemental plane of fire, or a place of despair on the second level of the 9 hells. And you appear in or near that destination. If you're trying to reach the City of Brass, for example, you might arrive in somewhere close by. So, right now, I gotta pull up another chart. I was not expecting
I'm
plane shift.
looking at the flower. I'm not even thinking any place in particular. I'm looking at the flower trying to find out what it is.
Change of plans, boys.
We're taking a trip to the Feywild. Let's do this.
Okay, so because of how the wild magic works, in which it will just make everything go crazy, 8 creatures total will be teleported. Those will be all of the party. And Alpheus, I will let you select 3 other people who are inside of the city as of right now who are going to be teleported with you.
Like
if you would
anybody
like
in the
a
city?
better list of, or if you'd like me to choose them, I can. Because I
Just-
do know a couple more of the people.
You choose, DM. Up to you.
Okay.
I don't.
So we are going to
Roll it.
go.
I have a question.
Yes?
Do the creatures have to be alive? Because Kasira's carrying Angel.
No. They.
I don't know if
All
you'd be
Angel
teleported
for the
without him?
purposes of how he is considered an object right now. So he will be taken with you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
I think technically any corpse is an object.
We could throw a corpse.
That's kind of a bit weird, but yes. So in total, there's a number of different dimensions, and I will be choosing the other 3 individuals who, for the purposes of keeping it a little bit more interesting, are the other 3 individuals who have got the title of hero at the moment that the crystal fell, that are in the city.
Oh.
We aren't the only ones.
Being the High General of the city, and 2 others who are a bit different, and you will see. But now for the
Alright.
now to find out where you guys are going, because I will be doing this randomly, and
Oh, shit.
hold on, give me a second
Alright.
to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 different planes of existence. That is including the material realm and the outlands. I do not
Are
know
we
where you guys will be
prepared?
going.
Are we prepared to go to the negative life or the negative life plane or whatever it's called, guys?
No.
As long as I'm with my buddies, then hell yeah.
We just had a whole plan, and I just decided to ruin it by casting Tech Mat. This is stupid.
This is how D&D works.
Oh no.
Okay, so
Can I roll it?
28. I will allow you to roll it. What you're going to be doing is rolling a D100 on Tailspire, and then once you get a number between 1 and 28, that will be then the dimension
If we
which you
go
go
to
to.
the hells, we are. Well, Andre's fucked.
Okay.
I mean, realistically, I think the abyss is normally worse than the hells.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me know which number you get. Announce it.
All right. 11.
Okay,
Oh god.
hold on.
Oh
My
please.
me
Please.
streaming and do things at once is fucking my computer up. Okay, so 21.
What you do?
Or sorry, 11. 1,
11, yeah.
2, 3,
Oh,
4,
man.
5, 6,
How am I
7,
supposed
8,
to find a
9,
cleric
10,
to get rid of my freaking curse?
Oh no.
Maybe we'll find one in this new
Oh,
plane or
Come
dimension.
on.
Maybe the heroes, the other 2 heroes that we have,
Yeah.
could be a cleric. Maybe.
Good point. Good point.
Oh,
I like that.
big.
Aren't- You're a paladin. Ask your god or something.
I don't want to ask that guy for anything.
All right, my bad.
Yeah, can you be a little bit more sensitive, Alpheus?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
I'll do
feel
better.
like sometimes we're playing D&D within D&D. Like we address each other as Andre, Alpheus, out of character and in character sometimes. That's why I think it's so funny.
Hell yeah.
Give it to a straight DM. Which hell are we going to?
No, okay.
Maybe it's Happy Cotton Candy Land, and like there's nice bunnies and stuff.
I
And beauty.
love Happy Cotton Candy Land.
Yeah, it's my
Maybe Astral
favorite. I
Plane.
really like that one.
Okay.
If
I'm
it's
waiting
the
to-
elemental
I'm
plane, I
waiting
still
to
have
hear-
not learned.
I know what place you're going to.
Oh, he
That
sounds
sounds
defeated.
reassuring.
He sounds
Does it
defeated. I don't know
It's
if
cool.
good or bad.
It's a cool one for sure.
Does it have lollipops and rainbows in it?
Imagine we go to
No.
the fairy realm and meet the fairy king.
No.
How screwed are we?
Okay, is there like puppies and kittens that we can go to, like, you know, little petting zoos or?
Oh, yeah,
Is
your
it
cat.
automatically going to?
Say goodbye to
no.
Gar, I guess. Bye,
Oh,
Gar.
no!
Bye, Gar.
completely forgot about Gar.
Why did you say that?
I have family.
Okay.
One of them's a wizard. This might be bad.
Hendrik. All right, everybody, quiet.
Yes.
Just leave it for the DM. DM.
A large circle appears around you guys, or rather at your feet, and slowly a sphere begins to form around each individual one of you. Additionally, 3 other spheres are spotted around the city, taking away 3 of the most important people in the city.
Oh no.
As you guys are transported... Oh, god damn it. To the realm of pure chaos, Limbo.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
We're in the limbo.
Oh.
Oh, fucking hell.
How?
How are we gonna survive this, Hendrik?
I said this is the worst place possible.
So, one thing...
Guys, are we cooked?
One additional aspect of... Oh god. One additional aspect of the wild magics that are happening right now because of the dimensions being brought together once again is most of the dimensions have calmed down to a degree for now. In about one day, all the dimensions will retain their full power once again. You guys find
We have a
yourself...
day sleep.
Hold on, I gotta... Hold on, give me 1 second.
No, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you really think your god could help us like, right about this moment? Is that
I just thought that you told me you would be better.
oh my bad. I tried
I
to,
trusted
but
you.
we ended
I
up in
trusted
limbo.
you.
We ended up in limbo.
Limbo is a swirling, constantly shifting realm of raw elemental matter, earth, fire, water, and air, with no set terrain or rules. The environment changes randomly unless a consciousness will impose structure upon it.
So
You
are we saying
guys-
that if I go like crazy enough, then I can shape reality here?
Yes.
Oh baby.
The will, so it is not intelligence, but will which stands above all here. A will strong enough can shape reality. And so that is the gimmick in which I'll be given to this world, in which, if you would like, you can utilize your action to attempt to make a will save to change the environment to however you wish.
Is that a wisdom, or is that
Yes, it'll
using
be
something
a wisdom
else?
saving throw.
Cool.
You guys find yourself standing on a floating rock. Both on your left, you see infinite darkness and black, and on your right, you see the mountains moving, shifting and changing, bubbling as if in a giant pot of stew. Alongside you, you find a dragonborn, 7 feet tall, a wood elf, who quite short for her size, about 5'6", and finally, a gnome, only about 4 feet tall. What do you guys do?
Andre is just gonna give Alpheus a scowl, like a scowl frown look.
Yeah.
You don't know it
Rook,
was me. You don't know it was me.
You cast a spell that has verbal components.
Oh, does it? Is it
Yeah.
real?
I mean, most spells have verbal components. It's like there's only a handful that don't.
Kasara would immediately, if she wasn't already, get closer to the group and look around very wildly and just say, "Where the fuck are we?"
Rook is going to stomp just a little ways off, clearly fuming, but not wanting to take it out on anybody. And he is just going to quietly grab his holy symbol and speak to himself as he says, "Sandman, where am I?"
Almost as
If
if
you know.
Almost as if through a phone that is losing connection, as the magic tether which ties you two together is slowly being snapped from the very large distance you just traveled. You feel the power needed to survive the rest of this realm being pushed into you by him, and you hear, not even hear it, you just, in your mind, you feel words. And these words are like bolded and italicized and all the shit to make sure you fully understand that he is telling that this is like the last thing he's gonna say to you for a bit. Limbo.
DM.
Yes?
I don't think there's any reason Rook would know anything about Limbo.
Yeah.
Do you
Pete,
have
what
any thoughts?
There is not a single person who would have any idea about anything about Limbo except for quite literally only a couple of the 12 powers. No one else would have any idea. Not even all the 12 powers, only some of them.
Well, that's a big old womp womp. Rook will take his like his little bit of time to throw his little fit off on the side, just kind of kicking the whatever is at his feet and throwing his arms around a little bit, like.
Bro's punching the air.
He's punching the air.
Every time we get pouty faces.
He walks
Yeah.
back over.
I'm sorry, continue. Sorry.
No, you're all good. He walks back over. We're in limbo. I don't know what the hell that means.
We're in a game.
What?
It's a
Limbo is a
game.
game.
A game? What is this magical thing? Anyway, sorry. Random tangent. DM, would we notice the people right next to us then?
Yeah, they are also kind of panicking.
I guess I
Well,
would
except
look
the
to them,
Dragonborn.
like, I'm looking at them. I'm like prepared, not like pointing the gun at them, but just like keeping my hand around it. It's like, I'm gonna say to the group, guys, we're not alone.
Kasara will lean over. Who are you guys?
Who are you? The elf asks.
Of course, it's a pointy-eared.
Hey, you don't say shit, you fucking short stack.
Oh, you're kind of small for an elf, aren't you?
Laugh. Leonard's gonna laugh like
We have much bigger problems than your petty racisms right now, boys. Let's pack it in. Figure out where we are.
You see as the gnome walks over to the wood elf and just he kind of waves her down, grabs her by her ear and just says, "Stop it." Just really loud into her ear.
Do you guys know
Thank
each
you.
other?
Well, anyways, hello. The gnome walks up to you guys and like puts his hand out. Do you guys know how we got here?
I'm just gonna point at Alpheus.
No, what you know? What you know? Do you have my new confirmation? I'm asking the DM. What you know?
Who know?
Would Andre know that we're Alpheus is the reason that we're here right now?
Well, you did cast it as an action, which means it would have been
I mean,
at
but
least
they were
verbal
running
and
too.
semantic.
They were at least we were running.
No, everyone stopped running and looked back when the dragon disappeared. So everyone was at least somewhat close by you. So yes, people were aware that you were attempting to cast a spell, and then all this happened.
I'm gonna throw poor Alfie's a bone here and say, I will shake the gnome's hand, and can I roll something to see if I conveniently block onto the sight of Andre as she's pointing at Alpheus?
You roll me a d20.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
god.
Here we go.
It's a bad time to cast guidance. No, I'm not casting. I'm not casting it.
You know.
Just for information.
Oh
Just for
my
information.
God.
I'm not casting it. I'm not casting it.
It's a 14.
Yes, you do manage to kind of get in the way.
Rook's definitely not doing it intentionally. So he gets down, he shakes the gnome's hand, says, "Howdy, Rook. Yeah, it was that guy over there." And he points to Alfie.
You bastard. You bastard.
Damn, Rook.
Well, okay then.
He didn't do it on purpose.
Last I looked outside, we were facing quite a little bit of a crisis here, or when we were in Everstone. The magic had gone wild, and the castle was a little bit crazy. Did you guys have anything to do with that as well?
We did not.
I don't think so.
Do you know how it happened?
I'm gonna point to that body over there. I believe it has something to do with the entity in that host.
Because Cyrus
Well.
holding the body.
The dead one, not the one carrying.
So you're saying that it was a creature that took over this man and caused all of this chaos? I really doubt that. There's no beings powerful enough in the world outside of the dragons. Or dragon, I
Well,
should
it wasn't. It wasn't of this world. It was from the what was it called, guys? The Fae something.
Would we
The Feywild?
know?
The Fey Realm. Feywild. Either or.
say. Okay. This is quite troublesome. Rax, Lyra, please keep your wits about you. We're in an unfamiliar place, and we're going to need both of your skills. You five. What are your names?
Kasira will approach the gnome and kind of kneel down still having kind of just a steady hand on Angel's body and sticking her hand out and shaking his hand. As uncomfortable as it is with her holding a dead body, she'll just say, "My name's Kasira. It's nice to meet you under the circumstances."
It is nice to meet you, Kasira. My name is Tibin. Tibin Cogspin.
Tibin. Nice to meet
I
you.
am one of the three rulers who rules under the king of the city of Everstone. These are the other two. What about the rest of you?
Well, I just introduced myself, but I can say it a little bit louder for your two friends there. I'm Rook. I don't really have any sort of fancy titles or anything that I can give you.
Okay, the rest of you?
Alpheus will say I'm Alpheus, and just not, instead of shaking his hand, just give a quick nod to him.
Okay. How about you,
Aquan kind of-
Dragonborn?
Yeah, Aquan kind of waves awkwardly from afar, and just says, Aquan.
And you, Tiefling?
Andre's gonna look at him very confused, not really knowing if she should say her name, and kind of look at Kasira and Rook.
I'm sorry, she's just very shaken from what just happened.
Yeah.
Andre.
Well, it is nice to meet you all. So, time to introduce ourselves. He looks to the Dragonborn. By the way, he is a red Dragonborn. The Dragonborn stands tall. I am Rax Ironflame. I am the keeper of the guilds and the armies of this city. The gnome then looks to the elf. Hello, I am Lyra Dawnleaf. I am the head of meeting with other cities and keeping peace. And then the gnome sets up. Hello, I am Tibin Cogspin, and I am in charge of making sure that everything in Everstone stays moving and working. I'm also in charge of community affairs. We are... Do any of you know where we are?
Limbo?
We're in limbo, apparently.
Okay, I'm guessing that means you do not know what limbo is, and neither do we. So,
All right.
anyways, we must get back to Everstone as soon as possible. There is a large amount of chaos that we were seeing outside of our windows, and frankly inside of the castle itself, and we must make sure that the king is safe. What would you guys like to do?
I'm not exactly familiar with magic. I don't know how to get us back.
What sort of a spell could even have gotten us here?
I am not sure. If you say we are in limbo, I'm not all too familiar with the different places, but there is if I recall correctly, there is a card game. By the way, tarot cards have been replaced with a different type of tarot. There is tarot cards. Tarot was replaced with something else for the purposes of more interesting things.
Okay.
There is a type of tarot card deck in which Limbo is one of the cards in it, and it stands for chaos. That's so we very well could be in another dimension.
So, do you have any ideas how we might go about not being in a different dimension?
Not a clue. However, the only way to figure something out is by doing. So, we shall do. Anyways, let's work on getting ourselves off of this rock and onto that land down there. I'd like to get a little bit of a better idea of our surroundings. Make sure that there's no hostile forces around.
Is it a big drop, DM, from this height on the stone?
It's about like 300 feet.
Awesome. Great. Okay.
Yay.
I believe there's still
Upon-
one who has not introduced themselves.
No, we learned all three.
Yeah, everyone.
Oh, did we?
And
Yeah.
one of them even introduced himself twice. So,
Oh, my bad.
who did? So we have Tibin, Cogspin, the gnome, Rax, Ironflame, the dragonborn, and Lyra Dawnleaf, the elf? Question mark.
Wood elf.
What else? Okay.
Okay, my bad. Alfie's brain for a moment. Sorry.
DM question.
Mm-hmm.
So you have given us this this mechanic of like shaping reality and everything.
Mhm.
Do we have like a way of understanding that we can attempt to do that?
Not yet.
Understood.
It's gonna be by accident.
See, because I was sitting here and I was like, okay, we're about to make an attempt by pulling a Wizard of Oz and just there's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Click our heels together.
Upon overhearing the mention of tarot, Kasara's eyes would have darted towards Mr. Tibbins' direction, and she would have thought to herself for a moment, how I know tarot does identify certain things,
Mm-hmm.
but how do you think it could be used as a tool to get us out of here?
Sorry, could you repeat what you just said?
Does tarot have any power to get us out of here? You did mention that Limbo was in a certain deck.
Well, possibly. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not familiar with this type of magic or these places in the world. I'm not really sure. That's all. That's the best I can say.
So there's no ground, correct? Or
You guys are standing on a stone 300 feet above the ground.
hmm,
I mean, there isn't really anything to cushion our fall,
Well,
from what I can see.
maybe we could use the force of something to push us down slowly with the rock.
well,
You want to try jumping on the rock?
All jumping together to force it down?
I mean, it's worth a shot. If anybody has any other ideas.
yeah. Guys, we should. I'm pretty sure that most of us have 50 feet of rope that we could tie together and put a python into the rock, and then just go down the rope.
You do realize that, okay, is there anything, DM, on this rock that could the rope be tied to, or is all just flat rock?
I have
That's all
climbing
just flat
pythons.
rock. But yes, you do have climbing pythons.
Okay,
So you want to like create a zip line?
Well, it's just, I mean, all we have to do, it's like directly below us, so all we have to do is just tie our rope together and then put a python, climb down it. I mean, do either of you three, and I'll point to the newcomers. Do either of you three have any rope on you by chance?
I don't think any of us actually brought any items with us outside of the big dragonborn is wearing armor, and so is the elf. I don't think any of us brought anything outside of our weapons and gear, our normal gear that we carry around.
So then I guess that would be the only problem, is that we would be short 50 feet of rope.
Well, if you need
Should
me
we-
to fall down a couple feet, I'd be happy to.
Sure. And then maybe you could find something to soften the fall once we're down there.
That'd be my pleasure. Can you get me down there? I weigh a lot.
Probably.
Anyways, I need to get some moving done. I'm getting a bit stiff right here. I just had a bunch of paperwork this morning. Tie them ropes together.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just collect everybody's rope with their permission. And
Cassara will hand over.
Did we double check to make sure everybody has rope? I know I
that's
do.
something. That's a good point. I know that I do as well.
I definitely have rope, I believe.
I am checking.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, if everyone has rope, do you all tie them together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
You see, oh, sorry?
I was just gonna say I will shove a python in the ground, and then I will also hold on to it, just to make sure that his weight is supported.
He grabs onto the rope, and then he grabs onto the end of the rope, which is kind of fucking stupid.
Oh no.
And then he just starts running towards the edge to just jump off. Does
mean,
anyone
this-
want to
this-
stop him or no?
I'll stop him.
Yeah,
Sure.
Cassara will shout and
Like, whoa, 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 whoa,
yeah,
whoa,
try to
whoa,
grab him.
whoa.
What?
I don't know how tough you think you are, but I don't think you're going to survive that fall, let alone with all the weight you're carrying.
What?
That.
What should I do then?
We should
Let
maybe
me-
throw the rope down first, and then you slide down it, not jump off completely.
Maybe
Oh.
don't slide, just slowly climb down so you don't get any burns on your palms, but we love the enthusiasm. But
Okay.
be careful.
He just kind of tosses the rope down. He just kind of watches it fall. Then he grabs onto the rope and just starts slowly climbing down. Actually, pretty quickly climbing down. He's very athletic. He reaches the bottom after a couple minutes.
I'm going to look towards the other two and just like back and forth, just eye back and forth.
The
So you
wood
see
elf
this?
is holding the bridge of her nose, and the gnome is saying, "Typical, just typical." Pretty soon he makes it down, and then he just lets go of the rope, and it falls 50 feet, hitting the ground, taking quite a bit of damage.
I shot down, you okay? Loud as I can.
Yep, I'm good.
Oh, he's alive.
Andre's
Yeah, but-
gonna look at Rook, after looking down at that fall and ask, Rook, can I go after you? And when I come down, you just like make sure I don't hit the ground.
I was already planning on going first and catching y'all.
Thank
Oh.
you.
I can catch you.
I don't know if I can
Jump!
trust-
I trust him with my life.
No.
The swan dive.
Yeah, Rook will turn to Kasaira and be like, "Can you just hold the rope to make sure it supports my weight while I'm going down?"
Absolutely, just do not jump into his arms so violently, please.
I will jump when I get to the bottom, but after that, it's up to him, and I believe in him wholeheartedly.
Okay.
I'm looking at
See-
this and I'm just, oh, birds of a feather.
You
I can
see as
sense-
the gnome just walks up to you and says, "Listen, he's not the smartest. He's brilliant when it comes to battle, but he's not the smartest, but he will be able to catch you. I can guarantee you that much."
Well, I was kind of figuring, you know, all things considered, I'm not exactly the smartest all the time either. So I trust him.
You do have a pretty face, though.
Well, best of luck.
You charmer. Gosh. And he's blushing a little bit as he starts descending down the rope.
Yeah, make me an athletics saving throw. Or athletics check, sorry.
Okay.
Does he have any advantage since Kasira is holding on to the
No.
end? Okay.
I mean, athletics is one of the things that I'm pretty good at. 22.
Let's
Yeah, you
go.
managed to expertly climb down the rope. Once you get to the bottom, do you jump?
Yeah, I'm at the bottom of the 50. I'm like, I just look down. You ready?
Yeah!
All right. And Rook just lets go. And it's like fully falling, trust fall style down towards the
Okay.
50 feet.
Okay, roll me a, this is literally just going to be strength. Flat
Okay.
strength.
Flat strength.
Your goal
we
is
go.
to beat a total of 30 when
Lock
both
in.
yours is combined, and he got you a
Doesn't your
21.
curse- Doesn't your curse
Oh
do
no!
damage to strength?
On strength checks.
Oh
He's at
no!
disadvantage. He's at disadvantage.
Oh no!
You're so right.
Sorry,
You're so
I had
right.
to mention that. I'm so sorry. But I
Okay,
had
so
No!
with the disadvantage,
Wait, tell us your advantage first. Tell us your...
okay, so the higher of the two is a 13, which would have been a 17. The lower of the two is a 4, which is an 8.
Oh! Oh no!
So in total, you needed to get a 30 combined. He got you 21.
Oh god damn it! God damn it!
Yeah, yeah.
But because he is an absolute fucking beast and will not let you get hurt, he
Yes.
puts himself between you and the rock, so you will not take any damage.
Oh my
Nice.
king, my king.
As you fully land on this man, he is
Yeah, I
going
have
to
a quick
choose to
question.
take. Yes,
How old is this guy approximately?
you're not sure.
Okay. Go ahead with your narration.
So just to be clear, he's taken. So I can't tell you guys the amount, but he has taken 10d6 damage.
Holy shit!
Ooh.
Damn!
My glorious king. Yeah,
Hey,
as
yo.
he catches me, I'll hop off, or I'll get up, I'll help him up off the ground, and I'll just be like, "You all right, bud?" It sounded like you took like the whole thump there.
He stands right back up and looks up and says, "Who's next?"
Kasira's gonna look down very weirdly and be like, damn! Are you guys okay?
I hold a thumb up. I'm feeling fine, and I'll put my hand on the general, and I will give him 20 hit points back with lay on hands.
Okay.
Oh,
You see as he kind of feels his chest. Oh, thanks. I think you just healed my ribs.
Hey man, least I could do.
Thanks. Who's next?
Andre's gonna look very concerned and then towards
He gave
everybody
him a-
else.
Potion, or did he cast a spell?
He casts a spell.
We're not near the
Oh.
thingy, so we can technically
Oh.
cast as well.
well, they're okay, thankfully. If anyone else is too frightened, I can go.
I'll go last. I'll be the one to hold the Titan.
Okay. Andre, could you just hold on to the Titan while I go down?
Sure.
Okay. And she'll look to the others, nod, and start descending down the rope.
Okay. Make me an
Or
athletics
actually,
check.
hold up. I am so sorry. Kasaira is holding a body.
Just throw it
Drop the
down.
body.
Leave it.
Just
if you
throw
want.
it down.
Throw it down. It's literally
Worse-
gonna. That won't be a bot anymore.
We
There's
might
gonna
just
be
need to
no
keep
body.
the head. We might just need to keep the head.
There's
I'm gonna be
literally not gonna
honest.
be anything down there. It'll be split apart.
We just need the head. At this point, just bring the head. Throw the rest
Just on the
away.
head.
Okay. Are you sure? You you guys want me to just
You-
sever the head off?
No, you could ask someone to catch it down there.
It's a dead body. It's a dead body.
It's already gonna be
Hey,
like ragdolling. It won't be able to control like it's
DM,
Zen.
quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Did we loot the body? Can I loot the body? If that was a good time.
the
Sure.
body. No.
So much stuff happened. What happened to say, wait, hold on. We need to check something first. And I'm
What do we need to
rummaging
check?
through. I'm rummaging through his stuff.
Are you serious, Alpheus?
How do you know he doesn't have something of use? He could
Is
have
anyone
rope
else
for all
paying
we
attention
know.
to the other two that are
We
up
need to
here?
get down there.
Sorry, what was that? You
Is anyone
cut out
paying
a bit.
attention to the other two that are up here?
Andre, it probably is.
You see as Lyra just walks over to the edge, just tosses her sword down, waits a couple seconds, and then just vanishes.
He's gonna look at where the sword is now. Like
She is holding the sword at the bottom.
she's just
Oh,
gonna
nice.
give a thumbs up.
I imagine from the bottom they just hear incoherent just yelling.
Gonna go
We
right.
need to make a
after
roll, by the way. Sorry.
this.
Did you say something about a roll?
Kasaira hasn't come down yet, so she does not have to roll until she does.
No, I was saying about the body. Or did you say something about that? About
That
looting
you
it?
can loot it if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give a quick rummage. Do
Yeah,
I
as
roll
you,
for that, or- Oh, sorry.
No. As you
Alright.
rummage through the body, you find that there is 20 gold pieces on him, as well as his cloak is magical. You can tell that just by feeling it. And he has a ring and a what's it called? A dagger on him that are additionally magical.
I'm taking them all.
Okay.
I'll put on the cloak now. Just yeah.
As you
Great,
put on
you're
the
all
cloak,
dolled up.
would you like... I have a question for you. Would you like to look epic in this moment?
Yes.
The cloak billows dramatically.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh,
Oh, fuck
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It is the most
This is-
overpowered, strongest, best item in all of D&D.
Worth it. Absolutely worth it. I will say I hate the man, but he has good taste in clothes.
Awesome. Didn't know we were in a fashion show. Okay, I need to get down there. Do I sever the head, or do I throw the body?
Why not both?
I
What'd
say
you
sever
say?
the head. Sever the head and just leave the body up here. We don't really need the head is pretty much the only indicator we have
Okay.
of Angel being gone at the very least.
Okay. She'll kneel down and quickly just try to do it as efficiently and quickly as possible, just sever the head off of Angel.
Hawkwind squeaks and very frightenedly covers their eyes.
Does anybody have a bag? That way you can have it.
I can just shove it in my bag. It's fine.
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything or no?
No.
Awesome. Okay. Kasara will then fix it inside of her bag and just wrap it in the traveling clothes that she has and just grimace. And then she'll hoist the bag back on her shoulders and she'll nod to them and finally descend down the rope.
Okay. Make me an athletics check.
All right. Ain't no fucking way. All right, cool. I have a 9.
Okay. About halfway down, you kind of freeze. It's a pretty long drop. What
Okay.
do you do?
Kasara will kind of, as she's descending down, she feels the weight of the head of Angel kind of drag her shoulders back. And not in a just strained posture, but almost like kind of leaning as she's like kind of like slowly like leveling to try to like get the weight distribution on the better side. And she'll feel her palms begin to like, ache, and the texture of the rope begins to feel a lot more strong and bold. And her breath kind of hitches as she realizes the height. And she just freezes for a second. And then she tries to shake her head, shake off the nerves, and try to keep descending down.
Okay. Yeah, you roll me a will save, or just wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. That'll be 13.
As you look down, the ground almost seems closer, by about 30 feet. And as all of you guys were keeping your eyes open while Kasira kind of closed them for a second, the rock had moved downwards by 30 feet, while she stood there closing her eyes.
Hmm.
Did it go down farther, or is it closer?
The rock went down, and so therefore you are 30 feet closer to the ground. I will also allow you to continue climbing.
Okay. Yeah, she'll do so. And she'll just kind of let out just a sigh of relief as she's like, okay, it's quick, time flies, I'm getting down there as quick as possible. And she's just not even acknowledging the fact that it's just got dramatically closer to the ground, as she just feels like she's just imagining things with the pent up kind of just tense feeling within her body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she'll look between Rook and the general. Rook, can you catch me?
I think we both got you, Cass. Let's do it.
Okay, I trust you.
You know that?
I'm
Wait,
going.
hold on. Before all that, you know that the meme where it's the two guys clapping hands.
Yes,
That.
Yes.
exactly right.
Can someone send me that meme? I don't know which one you're referring to.
Yes. I'll send it in chat.
Thank you.
I'll say, all right, who's next?
Andre will step up, like, I'll guess I go.
Well, hold on. We first got to roll. So everyone's going to be rolling a d20 or a strength saving throw. Once again, well, because Kasara, this time you weigh a little bit less, only a 27 needs to be rolled.
I thought it was strength check.
Yeah, sorry, strength check. Also, it is less feet, but still we're going to be rolling that to get rid of all damage taken.
Okay, so just a strength check or saving
Yep.
throw?
Just a
All
strength check.
DM, can I test out my new dice, please?
Sure.
Yay.
Ain't no way. All right. That's another 13.
Okay, and Rook?
I got an 8.
So, and he got a 24. By the way, all this has been on Tailspire. So,
Oh.
24. Yeah, you guys both managed to catch Kasira as you fall. Who's next?
Form a little human. What's that fireman trampoline thing?
Trampoline thing.
Or like you know when like firemen catch people from high up in buildings and they've got like that sheet, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's just that, but our arms as we're waiting to catch you.
Yeah. She'll just land with like a thud in their arms and just kind of just lay there for a second as she's just like, she did not know she was going to feel that frantic with that height. And then just look to the both of them gratefully and quickly get off their arms and brush her. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Sure
Yeah, who's
thing.
next?
Andre will step up to
Okay.
Conus, I would say. And she's gonna like look down at the rope and then like as if she's done this before with her heist with Lothar, climbing down ropes and sneaking in. She'll do it in the same manner she used to do before.
Okay. Roll me athletics.
Right. That is, you said athletics, correct?
Yes.
All right. That is a 18.
Yeah, you managed to quite nimbly go down the rope. You are now 20 feet off the ground. Would you like to jump?
She's gonna look at Rook and the general and kind of like wave them over as if to like for them to be ready to catch her.
Okay.
I give her a big thumbs up.
And with that, she's going to do like an Assassin's Creed fall.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Everyone roll strength.
Everyone?
Oh, he rolled a 1. Or everyone who's
Oh.
or specifically, so 3 people are able to make the save. And Andre, while you were falling, you asked for Rook and the general, and then yourself.
Mhm.
So you, the general, and Rook all roll. He got a 1.
All right. Well, I got a 17.
Okay.
So pretty high
Wait.
numbers.
What was the total for
I-
him?
The total for the general was 6. And Andre, what was your total again?
17.
So in total, you need to get a 2.
I got a 6 because we're twinning.
Hell yeah.
You both managed to catch Andre. Who's next?
Thank you. She's gonna
I'll
say
look over
as she
to
like
Aquan.
stands back up.
Short bang.
Are you sure you want to stay behind and go last?
I mean, I'm looking at my fire hand. Dion, by the way, is that fire hand still active?
Yes.
I mean, it's probably for the best.
Right. And Aquin just kind of steps over to the edge and takes a look down and looks back up and just kind of sighs and grabs a hold of the rope to start climbing down.
Okay. Roll athletics.
Oh yeah, this is gonna go so bad.
Kasara will just say, "You got it, Aquin."
Woohoo! I love lag. Fuck. Okay. So I rolled a 5.
Oh.
Total?
Yes.
Okay. So, you have fallen.
Oh, baby.
So now, it is up Rook, or who would like to attempt to catch Aquin? Because,
I'm-
Yeah, Kasara's gonna try and swoop in and help as much as she can.
so only two
I-
people total, and Rax would like to do it. Would like to help.
I am fully willing to take the splat for Aquin worst case scenario.
Okay. So, if you're willing to take, so you do have to be part of the rule in order to attempt to take the splat.
Yeah.
And 2 people total. Would either of you guys like to take Rax's place?
What do you mean?
So can only be 2 people to catch Aquin, because otherwise everything will get a little bit too crowded and guys might miss. And so 2 people total. So between Kasira, Rook, and Rax, who would you guys like to attempt to catch?
Like, do you mean? So between 3 of us, one should be the one to catch Aquin, correct? Is that what
Well,
you're
no,
saying?
two of you guys can catch Aquin, and basically
Okay.
roll get a total of both of your dice combined.
Okay. Rax originally took damage before, right? Is he still looking kind of roughed up, or is he like okay?
He's actually looking pretty good right now.
Okay. Knowing Aquin is a friend, Kasara would 100% put herself in the line of danger to try and help.
Rook, would you like to take Rax's place?
I think out of character, I know that he's stronger than me, but in character, I think Rook would still try.
Okay. So I'm going to ask both of you guys to roll me a strength check and tell me both of the numbers. I am not going to tell you what you have to get.
All right.
11.
17.
In total, 11 plus
28.
17, 28. Which does not meet the 35 requirement. Because it is such a far drop. Would either of you guys like to take the damage?
I got it.
Okay. So this is the full amount of damage that is
Oh my God.
possible. Which is 20d6.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
How
live
much
these.
health do you have?
Oh, no.
46.
You're full?
So you are going
Oh, wait.
down. But you don't die.
Oh, yeah.
You are going to be taking... What was the number? 67 damage.
Oh,
What?
fuck.
How does he not die?
I mean, I
Because
get
it
knocked
doesn't double his
unconscious.
health.
Oh.
Aquin, you land safely on top of Rook. And Rook looks like half dead.
No,
Rose is
I
a
didn't mean to. Are you okay?
I'm unconscious.
Kasara will rush over. Oh my God. Okay. Any heals, and she'll just rummage through her bag to try to find anything.
Andre pulls out a healing potion from her a little pack,
Okay, quickly, bring it over.
and then she's gonna like pour it into his mouth.
Chug, chug, chug.
So I get, like, however many hit points you give me. And he's...
Oh, you're alive. Oh, you good?
UD4 plus 2. So,
Do you want to roll it or me?
my dice are on the other side, so I can reach over.
He's Aquin. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm more worried about you.
Listen, I'm pretty tough. It don't really matter that much.
He's built for tough.
Yeah, I'm built. I'm built pretty tough. I've been through worse.
Well, you made it. Congrats.
It's true.
So who's next?
I'm gonna take a little rest.
I would
Yeah, I
assume
think you need to just sit down, bud.
the gnome. This is the last one up there aside from me.
Okay,
I look over and
let's-
say, your turn.
Okay, so let's see if his -2 to athletics can get him down.
Oh gosh.
Okay, he got an 11. So he is going to scamper down.
It's a gnome, too. It's not like...
Yeah, he's going to weigh a whole lot. And then when he's at near the bottom, he's going to cast a spell and just appear on the ground.
Oh, that's convenient.
I could have done that too, but I chose not to.
Did you say this in character?
She's gonna mumble that to herself.
Okay, I don't know if Kasara overheard that. She would have gave her a dead eye.
I don't know, you can roll to see if you heard that.
You know what? Fuck it. Sure. What do I need to roll?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, that would be perception.
All right.
You
Wow,
don't.
she did not hear shit. Shit, that's a 5. She was in her own world, looking towards Alfie.
Okay. Alpheus, it's your turn.
All right.
You have to do it.
Ooh.
looking at it.
I'm gonna try to push down the Python as much as I can, just like as far as I can, and then just slowly but very shakily just start going down.
Make me an athletics check. For you, you have to roll higher
Oh fuck!
Oh yeah, you
because
wait.
you got to go fast.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Oh,
That's a
fuck.
6.
So, in addition to your normal roll, because of your fire hand, it is burning the rope.
Oh,
So I just.
So who's stepping up to take the damage?
Oh fuck!
Alfie
Well,
is
first
Cyrus'
we
friend.
roll.
She would have done everything in her power to try to stop his fall.
Well, first we roll to see if we can stop the fall. And so, Rook, I think you're going to be out of this one.
yeah.
Don't you have feather falling?
I'm out of spell slots.
Oh no.
I
Okay,
used the last one to teleport us here.
he is rolling.
Okay, that'd be strength, correct? Oh my fucking god. Okay, that's strength, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Do
awesome.
we not have like 4 people trying to catch me?
But only 2 people are
Only
allowed.
two.
Oh my fucking god, natural 20. 25.
So in total, that's enough. Because
thank
Alpheus
God.
is a little guy. As Alpheus, you come falling down, Cassira pretty much catches you solo. And then
Bridal
sets you
style.
down on the ground.
Yeah, bridal style.
Also, pretty much most of the rope comes down, except for about 10 feet, because Alpheus burnt. The first, grip you took of your fire hand just burned the rope when you fell.
I hate heights. Also, thank you.
You're welcome,
Andre's
I got
gonna
you.
Start
You okay?
untying the rope and
Yeah.
distributing it
You can pull me down now, you know, right?
Oh, yes, and she'll put Alpheus down.
Thank you.
Of course.
Oh man, my Python.
Well, you know what?
I'll
We
trade
all
you.
lived. That's a plus. Or minus
Andre's
a
gonna
bunch
hand
of rope.
the
But
hand the 40-foot piece rope to Alpheus because
Isn't it like 200 and something?
no,
Or-
because he untied it to give back everybody's
okay.
rope.
Sick.
okay, well, we all made it safely down. She'll turn around to survey the area. What does this kind of territory look like right now?
As you look around, the place of void that you saw before wasn't actually void, but a pitch black ocean, which now is lapping at your guys' feet. As you look into the sky, you see many floating stones, all hovering around, some even moving through the air. As you turn towards the mountains, which are still shifting and moving, you see as... Have you guys ever seen the four-dimensional shape?
No.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if one of you guys wants to go, just post a gif of that. Imagine that, but of trees and rocks, just moving within themselves, shifting and moving. On first glance, they look normal, but on closer inspection, it is trippy.
Yeah.
Fucking cute.
A cube with an
Cyrus is looking very puzzled as she's looking forward.
Okay. What do you guys do?
Does anybody have a preferred direction to go towards?
Well, there's an ocean here, and I don't think we can hold our breaths for something. And there's rocks above us. But we can surely venture out and see if there's anything else here that can help us.
So, towards the mountains?
They're constantly moving, though.
I guess just pick a direction.
Well, mountains are a bit more promising, even though we might get separated, or we might lose our footing. I'm not sure what's in that ocean, and I don't know if I want to find out.
That's probably a good idea.
There could be something else in those mountains, though, so we should be wary of that.
Alright. I guess let's just start heading towards the mountains. Alpheus will start walking.
Well, do
Okay.
you guys have any preference? She'll kind of like stop for a second and look to the group and look to the trio that came in with them.
I do not have any preference, and I don't think any of my colleagues would either. We're not really sure of where we're going either.
DM.
Mhm.
If I were to try to like if I were to try to discern what way would lead us home, would that be enough to constitute me accidentally trying to like bend some stuff into place?
Maybe. If you're gonna try it, make a will save. Or just
I will
a
certainly-
wisdom check.
I will certainly try. A 15.
Yeah, as you kind of start to, as you're just thinking to yourself, okay, based off of where we were, there's gotta be a way back somewhere here. And as you're thinking that, you see as bubbling out of the water is a glass bottle with a scroll inside of it.
I'll grab it.
Yeah, as you grab it, you kind of take the scroll and you open it. In front of you, you see a odd map of where you guys are, or just the general area in which you guys are. And you see, as you're reading on the map, you see on the bottom left-hand side, you see the sea that never soaks, and right next to it, the bubbling mountains. Further beyond, the plains of endless walking, and finally, at the opposite corner of the map from where you guys are, the lake of dimensional crossing. But as you look at the map, you see that the map itself is changing, matching the mountains as they are moving. The sea
Oh my gosh,
is growing and shrinking. Everything is moving.
Oh my gosh, it's the map from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Oh my god. Hey, it's fitting.
Yeah, Rook will look at this very, very strange map and just kind of stand up a little bit wearily as his bones hurt. And look to the group. I think I found a map, guys.
Really? Well, let's see.
Well, see, look, and he'll point and he'll like show everybody. So it looks like there is in fact a lake that might be able to take us back, but like I'm not sure exactly how we're supposed to get past the plains of eternal walking.
What if we run?
Oh yeah, smart.
Thanks. I don't know. I think what this dimension is trying to do is just kind of warp everything that's not normal. So I think we need to think outside the box.
Well, I was just thinking about a way home, and this map appeared.
Well, we could
Wait, what?
probably try to predict a path that the place might go through and try to appear there before it does. That
Wait,
might also
hold
be
on.
a good idea.
Rook, you said you thought about a way out and that just appeared?
Well, specifically, maybe I'm just a little bit dazed right now. I might have like, you know, a Kyle McCussion or something, but yeah, I was lying there looking towards the mountains and stuff, and I was trying to figure out what way would be the best way home, and then this bubbled up next to me, and I figured that it's just, you know, one of those convenient little coincidence type things, maybe.
I don't think that was a coincidence.
What are you thinking?
Well, I don't know if I should think. I does this plan like read our minds and grant us? Is this a be careful what you wish for scenario? I have to be specific. If we all think of something, will it just happen? I mean, she'll pause. When I was climbing that rope, I didn't realize how high it was. And I was just hoping that this would be quick. That my venture down would be done with a pace that's more hasty. I don't know if it was just my conscience or something, or if I was just overthinking things or imagining things, so my brain would help me just not worry about it so much. But did the ground get closer to you guys or not?
I was falling quite a bit of ways. I wouldn't be able to tell.
It felt closer when I paused and I just took a second to breathe. And I closed my eyes, and then it was closer. I didn't know if I was imagining things, because I was hoping and wishing that it would just come closer.
I mean, if that's the way it works, then Rook shuts his eyes real tight and he says, I want us to be at the edge of the lake of dimensional travel. I want us to be at the lake of the
Well, hold on. Maybe if we all think together, it might work.
I mean, why don't we just all think about a clear, easy path to leave or head home?
Well, the map says specifically this lake. If we think of something else that isn't very obvious, it might teleport you somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. I mean, then why don't we just think of a clear path to the edge of this lake?
Okay, we need a string of words that we all need to think of.
If Kasara was able to pull a floating rock down, why don't we just all think like, I want to be at the edge of the lake or at the dimensional lake? Because clearly, if her theory's right, then we're able to like make the terrain shift.
Then we should all be in one spot, so we don't get torn from each other.
So what? We're supposed to hold hands?
I mean, if it works, then yeah, I'd rather do that in case we get stranded. Unless anyone thinks otherwise, we just don't do this.
If you think it's a good idea, I'll trust you.
Okay, then I guess get in a circle, hold hands, and Brooks, say what you said again. We'll just all say it.
All right.
Wait for us to all be in a circle.
All right.
Kasara will start to form the circle.
After everybody's kind of gotten conglomerated in, Rook will just start, he'll just start
Wait,
sleepily
are the
saying
other
a little.
people joining us? DM?
What? Sorry. What'd you say?
Oh, I was just asking if the other people are joining us in this, like if they're doing this as well.
Oh yes, they will be.
Okay.
As everybody gets conglomerated together in our little friendship circle, Rook will just start kind of sleepily saying, I want us to be at the edge of the dimensional lake. I want us to be at the edge of the dimensional lake.
I want us
Sorry,
to be
we'll
at the
join in.
edge. I'll repeat too.
Okay.
Shut your eyes. That's what happened when I thought of my thing. Just shut your eyes while you're saying it.
I'll shut my eyes, I guess. Just keep repeating it.
Open your guys' eyes. As you
So I'll
do,
open
nothing
them.
has changed.
Damn it.
Ugh, okay. It was worth a shot. Then I guess we run in the eternal walking territory? Because there can't be any eternal walking if we're running.
I wish I
That's
could
why
understand this.
I
That's why you're
do
thinking,
have
Sarah.
I do have a theory, if you wouldn't mind.
Go ahead.
Well, a lake of dimensional travel you could consider to be an anchor point. Because it does seem like the world does change to meet what we want it to be. But only the world's. Otherwise, we would have already just been teleported home, because I think all of us have been wanting to go home by now. And so therefore, we can't alter ourselves or the lake, but we can alter other aspects of the world. So if we are considered anchors, we can't move ourselves or think ourselves anywhere else, and we can't move or think the lake anywhere else. We can probably think the environment.
So bring the way out to us.
Well, the way out would be the lake for this instance, in which case we can't move the lake because it's a set place. Everything else is not set.
So,
We
like,
can force
imagine
it
a
to be
boat.
what it is. We could try.
Try what exactly?
Well, you just said imagine a boat.
Well, Andre will then go to the edge of the water, just like think of a boat or a nice looking boat and like kind of cross her feet and fingers, just imagining this.
Okay, make me a will save,
A will save? Damn.
which is wisdom.
Oh, shit. Alright. That is going to be. As long as I put this up. Damn, I'm rolling high numbers. 16.
Okay. Before you,
Flat 16 plus anything.
arising out of the water, is a boat about big enough to hold 10 people.
Like that, Nate.
Oh my god, it
Andre-
worked.
Andre's
Well,
gonna
are there oars?
open her eyes and then
Yeah.
just like point and it's like, do you see what I did?
Yeah. Strange world, but I like it. Good thinking. Literally.
Who's looking at the map right now?
Only
Alex.
me, I guess.
Yeah, on the boat, you see that, of course, everything is shifting, but you also see that another name has appeared next to a ship. In fact, two ships have appeared. One in front of you guys, called the Hero's Journey, and another one called the First Encounter. And as you look up from the map in the distance, you see a large oak ship with giant sails, and on top, a black flag waving with what looks to be a frog skull on it.
EM,
Yes.
I would like to imagine a whirlpool eating that ship.
Make me a will save.
Oh,
Oh.
Here we go, baby.
An idea so crazy it might just work.
20 flat.
Okay.
Oh.
As you begin to imagine it, you see the whirlpool, and in front of you guys, to all of you guys' amazement, the ship starts to circle around into the whirlpool. Before the ship directly turns to the center, sails directly into it, as another whirlpool appears in the mountain behind you. And a ship begins to sail out, sailing through the stone as if it were water.
I'm being
I
outplayed,
think you guys
Oh.
forget one
Oh,
thing.
hells no. Let's row.
I think you guys forget one thing. You guys aren't the only things in this dimension with this power.
Oh.
Every creature
Maybe-
does.
maybe it's a good time to start running or getting on the
Or
ship.
rowing.
and setting sail.
What
I'm
exactly kind of boat did you imagine, Andre?
Wait, a fast boat, something that can get us there quickly.
Well, it's not like the best ship in the world. Maybe about 15 feet long with one sail. This ship that is now sailing over the water has 4 sails.
Okay, let's just get on quickly before they catch up.
Okay.
Alpheus gets on. Yep.
Aquin kind of glides forward and goes straight for the mast and kind of instinctively begins to set the rope and kind of tighten the sail.
Is there a crow's nest on this boat? Or
A
ship?
little one, but yeah.
Okay. Because I will wait for everyone to get on board.
Okay, yeah, everyone gets on board.
Okay, the crow's nest is a bit tiny, but someone could probably climb up there and see if there's anything beyond this ocean.
I think Andre would then hop up towards the crow's nest.
You hop up to the crow's nest, Carmen? Or sorry, Android? Yeah, so you get to the top, make me a perception check.
That is... Wait, I'm gonna roll this again. Because I'm getting, like, weirded out. I'm gonna get a different dice set. It's like rolling only high numbers, and I think that's kind of suspicious to myself. I'm gonna grab a different set.
While I'm on the boat, could I cast a ritual to try
Is
to
a
discern?
13. We said perception, right?
Yes.
Okay. 13 plus... That's just flat 13.
Okay. And what were you doing, Alpheus?
Could I just try to make a ritual to identify the other stuff while everybody's doing this?
Sure, but
I
that
got-
takes 10 minutes.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be on this boat for a while, so
Okay. Andre, you don't really see a whole lot around. You're about maybe 10, maybe 15 feet in the air. Doesn't really give you a whole lot more perspective. Unless you're looking, or I guess you would be also looking at the boat. You see that there are these frog people on it that are going after you guys.
Do they look friendly?
They're holding swords.
Andre is just gonna imagine a huge ice crater just forming up in front of them. To block
Okay,
their
make
path.
me a will save.
oh
Okay.
no.
We're getting there, boys.
Hold on to your hats.
You said wisdom, right?
Yeah, wisdom.
It's a 7.
Oh,
Nothing happens.
Oh no. Maybe we should get going fast. They do not look friendly, and there you have swords ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Has anyone steered a ship before?
Aquin nods and sets the sail so that it is perpendicular to, well, I guess they imagine kind of a strong crosswind,
Okay.
for the sake of
Make me a
setting
will
their
save.
own sail. Yes. Oh boy, this thing takes forever. Well, shit, that's a 6.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I figured.
Okay. Ship's just
Does
sitting
it-
there.
Kasara will try to imagine that the waves carry the ship in the right direction of where they're trying to head.
Roll me a wisdom. Or sorry, will save.
Alright.
Could I potentially add guidance to this? What
You're
do you count?
concentrating.
Okay, sorry, my
Um,
bad. Okay.
Wow, that's tragic. Okay. Yeah, that's
Nothing
an 8.
happens.
Can someone imagine something to get the ship
Hey!
moving?
Oh, wait.
Waves, something.
all right, I'll try it. Rook will attempt to imagine some strong wind behind the sails.
Hey, roll me will save.
Here we go. 18.
Yeah, a heavy wind picks up and starts to push your ship forward before your ship suddenly halts.
They're
Can
trying to hold us
I-
back.
Can I attempt to do something in the moments that we're moving and possibly drifting forward?
So, sure.
I would like to imagine a portal to the material plane opening up in front of the ship.
That does not happen.
Okay.
Aww.
Worth a shot.
Endre, you do actually see something. Barely sticking through the water, you see that there are a couple chains that are being attached to the ship and then leading to the ground, as if you're now attached to it.
Andre is going to imagine those trains releasing itself and guiding it towards the other ship.
Okay, make me a will save.
17 again.
Okay, it fails.
What the fuck?
Damn.
Maybe we can ask the 3 others that are here too to try and will something.
Let's see. The gnome is going to try doing something. Damn.
Oh,
Nice.
you just rolled
I rolled 2 nat
20s.
20s in a row.
Let's fucking go.
Nice, this gnome is
That's-
goaded.
Oh, it's on our team, so we're fine.
The ship starts to fly.
It's
Oh.
oh, nice.
Fuck.
It's still attached to the ground, though, by the chains.
Can you will something about those chains?
I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna will their ship and everybody on it exploding.
Roll me a will save.
I was gonna
Please
say
roll
the
on
next
that.
See,
thing
right
I
now
wanna
it's just
see-
the testing phase for you guys to see actually what I'll allow and what will happen.
Try willing your way out of this when you're dead. Frog people.
We're gonna come back to Zal.
19. That's a strong 19. I'm rolling hot right now.
Ooh,
It fails.
Nothing happened.
Oh,
damn.
Can
So
you-
the
people.
ship is still attached to the chains, correct?
Yep.
She will imagine that the chains are now bound to the other ship.
Nice,
Okay.
solid.
Roll will save.
Alright. Oh,
Hey!
fuck yeah, that is a 21.
The chains. So, your wording was that the chains become unsnapped to your ship and snap to the other ship instead, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they do that. The chains then fall off.
Ain't no fucking way, bro.
Can I imagine the protection over our ship?
Roll me a will save.
Okay.
Hey, Andre, could you talk a little bit closer to your mic? You're just a little
Is
bit.
it bad?
You're a little bit quiet, yeah.
Sorry. Oh, also my internet is really bad, so that is a 16. I'm only rolling highs today.
Sorry, what were you trying to do again?
I was trying to imagine like a protective barrier around the chip.
A moat appears around the ship.
Can you repeat that one more time? I was testing my mic.
A rock moat appears around the ship, like a circle of rocks, completely surrounding it in every direction.
We can still move forward, correct?
You can,
I mean, we're flying.
I mean, you guys are flying right now. You aren't really moving, but you're flying.
Can
Okay,
I
Kasara will
will
imagine.
Okay, go ahead.
Kasara will try to just use the will to make the ship go forward in the direction of where the dimension crossing is.
Okay, make me a will save.
Okay. Awesome. That's an 11.
The ship doesn't move. At this point, the gnome does speak up. I think I have an idea of how this works. So every single time you guys are trying to do something big, it doesn't seem to work as well as if you do something small. Maybe the simpler something is, the more effective it will be, the more easy it will be.
I think then Andre will imagine the word go, like forward.
Roll a will save.
I'm scared of this one. That is a 10.
Nothing happens.
Okay, well that was simple.
The phrase was simple, not the action. Right now, you guys are just trying to force a ship to move. Come up with a reason why the ship will move.
Then row.
Okay, roll will save.
That is a 17.
The oars begin to row on their own as the ship starts moving forwards towards the rock barrier.
Wait, this rock barrier, are they moving with us or are they
No.
stuck in place?
No, they were just a barrier, a protective barrier.
Does anyone want to try to remove so we don't crash into it?
Audrey is going to will the word separate barrier.
Okay. So Andre, you no longer want the rocks to be there, right?
I don't want the rocks to be there.
The rocks start to fall.
Does the ship keep moving?
Well, the rocks are going to be falling onto the ship, so the ship is going to be taking.
They were
shit.
above the ship?
It was around.
I thought they were
the
around
ship.
the ship.
Yeah, they
That's
are
why it's
everywhere
above too.
surrounding it. In every dimension.
Sure.
And so the ship's going to be taking 27 damage and is heavily damaged at this point. What do you guys do?
I'm going to will repair the ship.
Okay. Roll a wisdom save. Or, will save.
I hate rolling. I want to roll higher. That's a 4.
Okay. The ship does not repair itself. So, for the purposes of you guys not bashing your head against the wall for the next 20 minutes while the ship is not moving towards you guys, because, yeah. So here's how the rules work here. Whatever you want to happen can happen. However, it will always attempt to do it in the simplest way possible. And if your will is not strong enough, it won't happen. The simpler something is, the more likely it is to happen. If you want a ship to move forward, you don't just force the ship to move forward, you ask the oars to row. If you want a apple, you don't just summon an apple out of nothing, you can have a tree grow from the ground and give you an apple. Or just walk up to a bush and have it grow an apple. The more you have something less intense, the easier it will be. So come up with a reason how something could happen and try to make that reason happen rather than the actually just forcing it to.
Okay.
Rook, what was that plane called? That little territory called where we mentioned or plane cross?
I think it was the Dimensional Lake, right?
Yes, it's a
DM.
dimensional lake.
Okay. Oh god, I don't know if it'll be too complex. Kasara will try to make the will and cross and just hope deep in her heart. Take this entire group closer to the dimensional lake with the ship.
Roll me a will save.
Alright. Awesome. That's
Nothing happens.
Okay. I would like to have the current of the ocean specifically form in such a way that a wave will appear under our ship, moving us towards the lake, and another wave will move towards their ship, pushing them away from us.
Okay, roll a will save.
Natural 20.
Let's fucking go. Oh my god.
A wave appears, pushing their ship back and your guys' ship forward. You guys are now at least moving.
Thank God.
At this point, he has the gnome has stopped the flying aspect of the ship in order to let you guys keep going. By the way, if you want, you can cancel one of your things, your own wills. But it does not mean that it will just go away. It just means that some aspect of it may stop. So you
How
guys are
fast
moving
is the
forward.
ship? How fast?
Like 5 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour.
Kasara will look behind her. Is the ship still being thrusted back by the wave, or is it?
At this point, it has broken through the wave and is continuing to come after you guys. It's going to be on you
Okay.
guys in about 4 turns. So I'll allow each of you guys to make 4 will saves, unless you guys would rather not make some of them.
Could I be like, man, I wish the wind would pick up on our sails
Make
and
a will
start to
save.
blow us a little faster. That's 10.
Nothing happens.
A DM, can I make
Yes.
a possible will save?
A what will save?
A possible will save. By focusing all like the Arcana energy that I used to have to gain back from my spell slots.
No. You are affecting
damn it.
yourself, which is a reality anchor.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Um,
I
DM.
wish that a whale would come up
Oh,
and push
yeah.
our ship towards
Make a will save.
the. Alright, please.
If this gets a nat 20,
And put yourself to where?
Towards the dimensional lake that we're going
Okay.
towards. That's a 15.
You see as a whale breaches the surface and starts to push the back of your ship directly towards the mountains.
Wrong
going-
way.
Are we going faster now?
Yeah,
Oh.
But the wrong way, right?
you guys are going directly towards the mountains.
it must be beyond mountains, whatever the dimensional lake. Yes.
I mean, I can check the map to double check that.
So you guys are on the bottom left at the sea. Next in the path is like a mountain range, and then is the plains, and then is the dimensional lake.
Okay, then,
I'm a little confused.
okay, it's fine. Kasaro will try to wish that the ship will go above the mountain so there won't be any damage.
Roll a will save.
It's a 7.
Nothing happens.
I would like to
So-
imagine that an earthquake paves a path through the mountains and extends the ocean towards the path that our ship is taking.
Roll a will save.
It's 14.
Nothing happens.
I would like to imagine that wings sprout from the sides of the ship to fly us towards the dimension in I can't pronounce it, but you know what I mean.
Roll a will save.
I'm gonna cry.
Let's
Wait, I hit the wrong dice.
go.
Alright, that is a 18.
Nothing happens.
Fucking damn.
Ain't no way. Ugh, that was clever too.
You guys, you're using methods that don't have like a natural cause.
Also, you guys are using natural causes which are extraordinarily difficult to start. You guys are trying to make earthquakes and trying to literally bend the skies.
I wish
then-
for the whale to navigate us through the mountains as he's pushing us. Without crashing.
Make a will save.
Isn't bro gonna suffocate?
9.
The whale pushes you guys onto land and
I
along
will-
with itself, and it just lays there.
He's so helpful.
Can I will a fast like carriage to guide us on a pathway?
Roll me a will save.
20!
Oh,
You got a 20?
Yes. Natural
Okay.
20.
Before you sprout, coming up from as if growing from the ground and just literally it's spitting it out, is a carriage holding 2 people, or I guess a third person up front, and 2 horses sitting there made out of stone.
Can I will it to be alive? Wait, that's not
Roll a
natural.
will save.
No, that's not natural. That's not gonna work.
Make a
I
will
will-
save.
All right, that is 4.
It
Nothing
does not happen.
So the horses are just frozen there, correct?
The horses are made out of stone. You did ask for a fast carriage. It is about as fast as a carriage can get. It tried to give you horses, but it couldn't give you horses.
Okay, everyone should get onto the carriage first before anything.
Maybe you can think of it as a train, moving as fast as a train. I don't know, conducting. There's some sort of energy in it.
Okay, I can try. I can try that. Because I will attempt to imagine that.
Well, you have to say exactly. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like an engine.
Sorry, well-
Maybe Alpheus can imagine this. Maybe
That's true.
someone who.
Yeah, you're more mechanical. You got it.
Alpheus has got it.
Yes.
Do trains even exist within the world?
Yes, they
Yes.
do.
Yes.
They've barely been invented. Alpheus would be the only one who would understand anything about them.
Even though we all rode a
oh,
train.
This is like Wish. It's legit. You gotta think about it like Wish. Hold on. I'm thinking about how to say this. I wish for a fully functional train to appear and for tracks to lead to the fastest and most safest way to the dimensional lake.
Roll me a will save.
Uh,
Actually, just don't even bother. You fail.
well, fuck you, I guess.
Man, what the hell?
At
Maybe
this
just
point,
keep
I'm
it short and simple. First, just say spawn a train, and then we'll go from there.
I wish for a fully functional train. Yeah, sure.
Roll me a
Am I
will
rolling?
save.
Dog, I don't know what to tell you.
So try to keep it a little bit more simple this time. Don't ask to spawn stuff out of nowhere.
I will
Okay.
2 obedient horses out of the forest to come and aid us in moving this carriage.
What forest?
I don't know. I don't try to think of the land. Through the land.
You know
Another
what?
small
Screw it.
land.
I wish for the frog ship to take us safely to the dimensional lake.
At this point, the frog ship has caught up to you guys. This is where we'll be ending the session for today. I hope everyone enjoyed.
Oh my god, I hate this.
Man,
Bye-bye.
I was gonna. Bye.
Everyone say bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.